اللهم صل على سيدنا مولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. One of the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends people on the face of the earth as special people, certain people to represent Him, so that to teach others, to show others how to love and honor and be in the worship of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Namely, the prophets are the highest among them. Then you have, after them you have the blessed companions, after the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because they are also very important. They were also selected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in the sense that they taught us how to, they paved the way to show us how to honor and love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and how to, because that way the path is paved, so a person can then connect to the prophets, so that the path can be shown towards how to be a true servant of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and connect, because they were the ones, the prophets were the examples, then the sahabis, and their tabi'een, and then the salihin. So the path is paved for us, so that you and I don't have to do a Mickey Mouse, don't have to go our own way, the long way, about trying to find out who Allah is, trying to know and how to honor Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how to connect with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That's why the connection, that's one of the companions we were remembering yesterday and sending the rewards upon, was the blessed Sayyidina Ali Karamallahu Wajhul Kareem. He was such a companion that he came from the beginning, right from the childhood of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He saw the tribulations and difficulties, and he was involved in all of the major battles, Uhud, Badr, Khandaq, Khaybar, and had a major part in them. And he also saw the victory as well. So he saw the difficulties and the victories of the conquest of Makkah, the conquest of Taif, the conquest of Tabuk. Then he saw the Khalifa of the Blessed Companion, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq and Sayyidina Umar al-Faruq. He saw the golden era of the Muslim Empire as well, after Sayyidina Umar and then Sayyidina Uthman. And at his time, he had difficulties again, questions over his authority, the revolts amongst the Khawarij and people. So he saw a vast amount of period. That's one of the reasons that he was called the Babul Ilm. The Prophet said that anyone that wants to access my knowledge, I am the knowledge, meaning I am the house of knowledge, and Sayyidina Ali is the door. Sayyidina Ali is the door. Because we always think knowledge comes from books and reading, and okay, I want to study the deen. We don't do that for dunya. We don't do that for dunya, that okay, if I want to learn something, I want to become a businessman, I want to become a doctor, I want to become an engineer, whatever it is, we never just go by books, just by reading. You have The books are there, but more importantly, the mentor, the teacher, the guide is there. Another mechanic trains you to become a mechanic. Another surgeon, even doctors don't even have different specialities. You go to a GP and ask them to do a heart surgery, they'll say you're mad. But nowadays we have become heart surgeons ourselves. Someone's having a heart attack. Brother says, start having more honey. You shouldn't eat that much roti and things. And he's coughing out, and because everyone has become a doctor these days. I saw this on TikTok. But even the GPs will say, I can't do this. You have to go to someone that's highly trained and highly specialized. In different fields we always have someone that teaches, a mentor, etc. And this is what the Prophet ﷺ was referring to when all those 1400 years ago, when the Prophet ﷺ said that Sayyidina Ali is the door to my access. Meaning that any access to knowledge, it would be like a backdoor approach. It won't be the door of Sayyidina Ali. This is what I'm getting, because many people, okay, I want to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I want to connect with the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The teaching of Sayyidina Ali was passed on through the chain of the representatives of the Mashayikhs, of the Awliya and the Salihin. They're the doors. They're the ones that have access to the connection to the Prophet ﷺ and towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because they're the masters of teaching you how to control your nafs, how to control your desires, to know what your desires are, and to connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the Prophet ﷺ. You won't get this just from reading books, etc. You get this from connecting with the people. You get this from connecting with the people that will show you the way. That's why you find that the path of these people, they come from like the Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, then the links to the Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani, Sayyidina Abdul Aziz Dabad, Imam Abu Hassan Shadhili. All of these people, their connection comes from that, the path, then to going all the way to Sayyidina Ali, to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, this is what the teaching is about. That when the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the door doesn't come from just passing knowledge. It comes from the people that have the understanding of the teaching. Sayyidina Ali, these same people came to Sayyidina Ali, Khawarij type people. They said, we want to Quran. I'll just finish here, meaning we don't need to learn Quran from other people. We have Quran. They came, so we don't need to learn Quran from them. We have Quran. They were giving their own rulings, and they were questioning Sayyidina Ali. Imagine, the Khalifa, they're questioning that you're wrong, wait for it. So Sayyidina Ali said, okay, who are they? We're on. Okay. Sayyidina Ali said, okay, bring these people. Quran was here. Imagine questioning Sayyidina Ali, the one that the Prophet gave the teaching. Happens now as well, it's not like a new thing. Sayyidina Ali said, okay, ask the Quran, those who want to. They said, okay, they had the Quran, but who shall read the Quran? Someone has to understand the Quran. So Sayyidina Ali said, okay, who will choose then from you're the one that's saying you want to read the Quran. So they asked him, challenge, then you pick up the Quran and teach. And then a couple came forward. Then the others stopped them and said, who are you have your authority to interpret from the Quran? The understanding of the Quran. The understanding of the teachings. Because even enemies are interpreting the Quran in their favor. It's nothing normal. Any Tom, Dick and Harry can interpret things and read it their own way. Yes, there are some things very clear, but there are things that they have understanding, deeper understanding. So inshallah tomorrow I'll even share some of the blessed verses recited about because in the itikaf the topic is that the teaching is about Dajjal and the coming of Dajjal and the personalities that would defeat him and who will be following. One of those personalities, it was mentioned, was his blessed mother, was Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam's blessed mother, Sayyidah Maryam. So tomorrow, inshallah, we'll touch about this interpretation, understanding from Sayyidina Ali, from his teaching. Because a lot of people, they read, but they don't know the understanding about her connections, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the blessed mother of Sayyidah Maryam, of Sayyidina Isa, and why he came to this world, which I don't think many of us even know. Why did Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam come? And why he was taken above? Well, you must all know about this, that he's coming back to the end of time. Is that correct? Do you know that he's coming? But did you know why he even came? Why did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give her, choose Sayyidah Maryam to give the miraculous birth? So inshallah tomorrow we can touch upon that inshallah. Ameen. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina wa Mawlana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. اللهم ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين اللهم صل على سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Just a reminder, tomorrow's the overnight, so there'll be group of so please do join us for that.